fluorescent lights buzzed overhead as laughter echoed through the small precinct room. Two uniformed officers stood behind a chair, and in it, a trembling black woman with tears streaking down her face. "Thought you could resist arrest, huh?" One officer sneered, gripping a pair of clippers. The other filmed on his phone, chuckling. Her hair, her pride, fell in clumps onto the cold tile floor. "Let's see how tough you look now, sweetheart." When it was over, they shoved her out the door in the rain, still laughing. She didn't scream. She didn't beg. She just stared straight ahead, quiet, steady, her dignity unbroken. Because deep down, she knew one thing. This wouldn't end tonight. It would end in her courtroom, and those same men would be standing before her, begging for mercy. Just a week earlier, Dr. Naomi Ellis lived a quiet, balanced life. She spent her mornings walking her dog, sipping tea, and grading law school essays before heading to her part-time legal clinic. Naomi was brilliant, calm, respected, and known for defending people who had no voice. She had just been confirmed as a federal judge, but the public announcement wasn't scheduled until the following week. For now, she was simply Miss Ellis, a local attorney who smiled at everyone and believed the law could still protect the innocent. But that belief was about to be tested in the most humiliating and unjust way imaginable. Enter Officer Brad Klein, a patrol cop with a reputation for teaching lessons. He saw himself as untouchable, backed by years of dirty favors and a sheriff who turned a blind eye. His partner, Rick Jensen, followed his lead, always laughing, always recording as Brad bullied those who couldn't fight back. That night, when Naomi's car was stopped for a broken taillight, Brad didn't care who she was. All he saw was a confident black woman questioning his authority. "Step out of the car," he barked. When she calmly asked for his badge number, he smirked. "Oh, we got ourselves a lawyer here," Rick chuckled. "Let's give her a real reason to complain." They dragged Naomi from her car, cuffed her hands, and tossed her into the back seat. Her phone fell, recording half of it, her voice steady, asking, "Am I being detained for a lawful reason?" Brad leaned in close, whispering, "You think your fancy words mean something? Out here we make the rules." At the station, they mocked her name, her hair, her calm defiance. When she asked to call her attorney, they laughed and said, "You'll call whoever we let you call." Then came the final humiliation. They cut her hair, claiming it was for safety. When they released her hours later, bruised and shorn, the video of their cruelty had already spread online. The department buried it. The sheriff called it disciplinary miscommunication, but Naomi didn't shout. She didn't go on camera. She simply said, "Justice doesn't need an audience. It needs a reckoning." 2 weeks later, Brad and Rick swaggered into court, smirking as they sat at the defendant's table. They'd been charged with police misconduct, assault, and unlawful detention. Some woke prosecutor trying to make a name. Brad muttered, "We'll be fine." The bailiff stood and called out, "All rise for the Honorable Judge Naomi Ellis." The smirk vanished from Brad's face. Rick's jaw dropped. Naomi entered, her robe flowing, her hair, regrown and radiant, wrapped in silk. Her eyes met theirs, calm and razor-sharp. "Gentlemen," she began, voice steady, "do you swear to tell the truth? The whole truth and nothing but the truth?" Neither could answer. As the evidence played, the video of their laughter, their cruelty, the courtroom grew silent. Reporters scribbled. Spectators held their breath. Naomi leaned forward. "Power isn't about control," she said quietly. "It's about responsibility. You abused both." Verdict: guilty. Sentenced. Stripped of badge and pension. For once, the system didn't fail. It remembered. After court, Naomi walked outside into the sun, her head held high. The same cameras that once filmed her humiliation now captured her triumph, not as vengeance, but justice. A young girl approached her. "Ma'am, I saw your story online. You made me believe again?" Naomi smiled softly. "Good, because justice isn't about revenge. It's about reminding the world that nobody is above the law." She looked back at the courthouse doors, the same place her pain had been turned into power. Sometimes silence isn't weakness. It's the sound of strength waiting for the right moment to speak. If you believe justice always finds its way, hit like, leave a comment for Naomi, and subscribe for more stories where truth, courage, and karma meet face to face in the most unexpected ways.